We're going to continue with the greatest common factor and the least common multiple. I'm going to show you the first way to solve it, and this way is going to be called the Venn diagram method. And I like this method, but I have another one that I like a little bit more, but I want to show you this way because if this way makes sense to you, I want you to do it this way. So I'm going to show you how to find the GCF and LCM of 12 and 18. Okay, so when doing this, it is basically what you need to start with is you need to start with what is called a tree diagram. So the first thing you need to remember is you need to use a tree diagram for this. That's going to help you out a lot with these. And this is just finding the factors. That's what you're going to do with the tree diagram. So I'm going to show you how to find a tree diagram first. And so here we go. So the first thing I need to do is write down the number. So I'm going to write 12 over here. Now, I'm going to use my divisibility rules that I just learned. I look at it. Well, 12, that's an even number. Well, if it's even, that's right. It's divisible by 2. So you're going to go 2, and I know that 12 is 2 times 6. Now, I look at 6. Well, I know that 6 is 2 times 3. So now this is my tree diagram or my factor tree. Okay, so I just did it for 12. Now I want to look at my other number. It is 18. So I have 18 here. Okay, so I look and I know it's divisible by 2. If there's another number you know, you can do that. So 2 times 9. And then it is 3 times 3. So I first draw out my tree diagrams. There we go. They're done. Now I'm going to look at this and I'm going to look and see. Well, I see that I look to see what is similar. I can see there's a 2 here and it matches this 2 here. So that means it will go in the center because it's part of both of them. Then I look and I see that there's a 3 here. And there's a 3 here, and so they match up, so that's going to go in the middle right there. And then I look and I see that over here, there's a 2 all by itself, so the 2 is going to go all by itself here. And you can see, right now in this purple circle, I have 2 times 2 times 3. Well, 2 times 2 is 4, 4 times 3 is 12. So that is that purple one. Now I'm going to go over, I'm not done with the green one yet because I only have 2 times 3, which is 6. I have another 3 right here that I'm going to put over here. So I have now 2 times 3 is 6 times 3 is 18. And so there we go. Now I have to figure out how do I find my GCF and how do I find my LCM. So I look at my GCF and what I'm going to do for my greatest common factor, and if you remember from our definition from before that the greatest common factor, the largest number that is divisible by both numbers. So it's what number goes into both. So I'm going to look at my Venn diagram, and I can see that 2 and 3 go into both. So this would be 2 times 3, which is 6. So my GCF is 6. So the GCF is this part right here. This middle part is actually going to be your GCF numbers, and you find it by, you need to multiply all numbers in this part, okay? So that's the GCF. And this works for the Venn diagram. Now I need to figure out what is my LCM. So I look, what is my LCM? Well, it's the least common multiplier or the least common denominator. So I'm actually going to take all of them. I'm going to go 2 times 2 times 3 times 3. Well, I know 2 times 2 is 4 and 3 times 3 is 9. So it'd be 4 times 9 is 36. And the way you find your LCM, and I'm going to do it in yellow, your LCM is found by taking all of the numbers in the whole Venn diagram times each other. So the GCF is only in the middle part. So the GCF is only going to be in this part right here. And then the LCM is all of the other numbers. And so that is how you find your GCF and LCM as a Venn diagram. If it makes more sense for you to do a factor tree and do it this way, go ahead. And I'm going to show you the other way, which is called the ladder method, which I prefer. Okay, so hopefully this made sense to you. And if you need to, you can watch it again.